Hi Team DPS, it's your host, Natalie Brigham. Welcome back to DPS Snapshots, the show where we give you the top 5 stories you need to know for the week. We know our community has been anxiously awaiting this week's news, so we'll dive right in. Our first story is about the Denver Schools Thrive initiative in addressing declining enrollment in Denver. At last night's board meeting, the superintendent made his recommendation to address the impact of declining enrollment in our district. The following schools have been impacted. These are the elementary schools recommended for closure: Columbian Elementary School, Castro Elementary School, Schmidt Elementary School, International Academy of Denver at Harrington, and Palmer Elementary School. These are the secondary schools recommended for closure: Denver School for Innovation and Sustainable Design and West Middle School. And these are the schools with grade level restructures: Coons Miller Creative Arts Academy, Dora Moore, and Denver Center for International Studies Baker. Team DPS has made each of the affected schools an individual school webpage that explains the specific rationale for why the school is a part of the superintendent's recommendation. Those specific web pages are linked in our show notes. Principals of affected schools have been notified and will start engaging with their school communities in the next 24 hours. Here's how the rest of the timeline shakes out. November 11th through the 15th is all about board engagement. The Board of Education will hold engagement meetings and will hold a special public comment meeting at each of the schools recommended for closure. These meetings are opportunities for staff and families who are part of these school communities to be heard by the board and to share their input on how the board can hold the superintendent accountable to the community. November 18th through the 21st is all about superintendent engagement. The superintendent will hold engagement meetings at each of the schools recommended for closure. These meetings are opportunities for staff and families to hear directly from the superintendent about why their school was included as part of the recommendation for closure. Staff and families will also learn about what support their school community can expect from the district during this time of transition. November 18th is for public comment. Only individuals who have not previously signed up and spoken to the board at one of the special public comment meetings at an impacted school will be allowed to sign up and speak at this meeting. And then finally, on November 21st is the board vote. For more information, please visit the Denver Schools Thrive page. That page is linked in our show notes. Our second story is about DPS school calendar survey for 2025-26 and 2026-27. Your input is crucial in planning our school calendars for 2025-26 and 2026-27. We value your perspective on start dates, breaks, and other important calendar elements. Please take a few minutes to complete the calendar survey linked in our show notes. Your feedback will help us create a calendar that best supports our students and families. Our third story is about a new newsletter, the District Accountability Committee Dispatch Newsletter. The DPS District Accountability Committee, or DAC, is a group of parents, community members, and staff members who provide recommendations to DPS at the district level. The DAC is pleased to announce its new quarterly newsletter, the DAC Dispatch, to keep the community informed of their work. Read about DAC's work, its coordination with the district, and submit your questions to DAC for answers in the next newsletter. We have the November edition linked in English and Spanish. The monthly DAC meetings are open to the public, and for more information, you can visit their webpage linked in our show notes. Our fourth story is the final call for the Your Voice Two Votes Family Survey. The DPS Your Voice Two Votes Survey has been extended until tonight, November 8th at 11:59 p.m. Did you maybe procrastinate completing the survey? I don't blame you. It's been a doozy of a week. Please complete the survey by 11:59 tonight to have your voice heard. The survey is linked in our show notes. Our fifth and final story: 2024 Denver Bond passes. Thank you, Denver voters, for supporting our students by voting yes on ballot issue 4A. With a $975 million bond approved, we're ready to tackle important upgrades across the district. From cooler schools to more advanced learning environments, we can't wait to get started and keep you updated on our progress over the next 4 years. Here's to building a brighter future together. Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode. Make sure you're liking and subscribing to our show to never miss an episode. Thank you to the external team for helping produce this week's episode, and we'll see you next time.